moving right along here, and want to get into this now. I don't really kind of delve into politics, but I think we can all agree, and this is nothing. This is not a hot take. This is not controversial. I think we can all agree that the country can do better than Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I think we can 100% equivocally agree on that we as a country can do better. Trump had some things that he did well during his presidency, but let's face it, Trump is not a likable guy. He's just not a likable guy. And, for a guy that sat there, years ago and said that Hillary Clinton was under investigation and should not be running for president, well, guess what? Trump is under investigation, so where does that go now? Is he just going to forget what he said? And Biden, let's face it, I think Joe Biden is a decent enough guy. I just don't think he's there mentally. The guy is 84 years old. I just don't think he's there mentally. We have to do better. I see Gavin Newsom. Listen, as much as California is struggling, and California, a lot of people have said, look like a third world country, and he even admitted it on an interview with Sean Hannity. Governor Gavin Newsom said, "Hey, listen, I take responsibility." And I watched that interview that he did with Hannity about 2-3 times, and I think he would be a great nomination one day for president on the Democratic side. I think that's what the Democrats got to get behind someone like Gavin Newsom. I don't think Robert F. Kennedy Jr., I don't think he's credible. I think he's too kooky. Not saying that what he says is wrong. Listen, he's another conspiracist. Some of the stuff that he says has some weight, some doesn't. I just don't think he's a serious candidate. And I don't think it'll make any headlines and put a dent in Biden's candidacy at all. And the Republicans, I think, have to just get away from the whole Donald Trump situation. I think if they want to have their party, have this little resurgence, they have to break away from MAGA and they have to break away from Donald Trump. Me personally, I love Chris Christie on the Republican side. I think he's tough, but I think he'd be fair. And I got to give Christie credit. He has not been someone on the Republican side that has kissed Donald Trump's ass. See, Mike Pence, this is weird to me. Mike Pence, the other day, says Donald Trump really did nothing right on January 6th. He didn't do this right, he didn't do that right, he didn't do that right. But everything that you're doing and you're saying is political. Well, how can that happen? Because I think Pence knows that he's got to have Trump in the back corner. Same with Nikki Haley. I love Nikki Haley, but I don't think she's going to have the balls to kind of break away from Trump. And I think she's kind of has VP in her eyes, so I don't think she's going to bash him too much. DeSantis, to me, is a clown. Everything he says, he goes on this woke card. Dude, just stop already. I think he's too extreme. I think he is someone that hates gays. I think you can make a case that he's homophobic. And I don't think he's good for the country. I just think his voice also is annoying. So I don't think DeSantis is a thing either. I would love to see Gavin Newsom versus Chris Christie. And maybe that be our choices. Tulsi Gabbard also is another one that I think is absolutely incredible, although I think she's head of the Democratic Party. But I thought that was someone that could have, the Democrats could have put their weight behind. Beautiful woman, smart, and I think it would have been a breath of fresh air for the political party. But also we have to realize and do something here about this two-party system. And real quick before we sign off, the two-party system to me is killing America. When our founding fathers founded this country, we didn't intend for a two-party system. And right now you have Republican and Democrat, and that's it. You don't have any other party. And then when we have the presidential debates, we don't even have those other parties involved in the debates. We don't have them at all. 92, Ross Perot is the only independent candidate that was involved in a presidential debate. If you remember in 1980, with Reagan and Carter did not want to go up against the independent nominee and have a 3-person debate, so Reagan debated him himself. I think the Republicans and Democrats are afraid of another party, And I think if really a couple of these politicians who I don't think they believe what they say, I think they are, oh, I got to stay loyal to my party. If some of these people broke off and they got behind a real solid independent party, we would have some in this country. But right now, the two-party system, I think, is killing America. We could do better than Republicans. We could do better than Democrats. And we sure as hell could do better than Donald Trump and Joe Biden.